My father-in-law is 71 years old, has 2 artificial knees, and refuses to spend more than $400 a year on car repairs. Last spring, he handed me a list of fancy SUVs his neighbor told him to avoid because luxury means bankruptcy. I looked at the list and laughed, because half of those vehicles are cheaper to maintain than the Camry sitting in my driveway. That's the lie nobody corrects. People think a nice badge automatically means a nasty repair bill. After 22 years under the lift, I can tell you exactly which luxury SUVs are built for easy knees, easy eyes, and an easy wallet. 5 of them. Let's start the countdown. Number 5, the Buick Envision. I know what some of you are thinking. Buick isn't luxury, it's what your grandmother drove to church. Here's the thing. That reputation is exactly why this SUV is one of the smartest buys on the road for anyone over 60. And the second generation Envision from 2021 onward is genuinely a near luxury vehicle wearing a badge that keeps the price honest. Let me tell you about a couple who came into my shop last year. Both retired, both mid-60s, both dealing with the same problem. She had a bad hip, he had a bad back, and their old crossover sat so low that getting out of it looked like watching someone climb out of a bathtub. They wanted something quiet, something soft, something easy to slide into. I pointed them at a certified 2022 Envision with 31,000 miles for a little over $22,000. 6 months later, she told me it's the first vehicle in a decade that doesn't make her wince when she stands up. Here's why the Envision earns its spot. The second generation model has a low, flat, step-in height, wide opening doors, and one of the quietest cabins in its price range because Buick uses active noise cancellation and thick acoustic glass. For older ears, that quiet matters more than people realize. It reduces fatigue on long drives. Now the money. Repair Pal rated the second generation Envision an excellent 5 out of 5 for reliability in the midsize SUV class, and pegged its average annual repair cost as low as $233 to $318 a year. Let me put that in perspective. The all-vehicle average is $652. This is a leather-lined luxury riding SUV that costs less to keep running than a base model economy car. The probability of a major repair on the second generation Envision comes in around 5%, compared to roughly 14% for the mid-size class. That is not a typo. If you're shopping for one, here's my checklist. First, stick to 2021 and newer second generation. The older 2016 to 2020 cars are fine, but the newer one is the one that jumped up the reliability charts. Second, listen for brake squeal when backing out cold. It's the most commonly reported Envision quirk, and it's almost always just the pads, a cheap fix, but use it to negotiate. Third, run the air conditioning for a full 5 minutes and sniff for any musty smell, another known minor complaint that a cabin filter and evaporator cleaning solves for under $150. Who should buy it? Anyone who wants a soft, silent, easy entry SUV and does not care about impressing the valet. Who should skip it? If you regularly haul more than 2 passengers, the cargo area is a little tight, and if you want a badge that turns heads, this isn't it. But for pure comfort per dollar, the Envision is the sleeper of this whole list. And if you think that's a bargain, the next one is a Lexus that costs almost the same to run. Number 4, the Lexus NX. Not every senior wants a big SUV. Some of you are downsizing, parking in tight garages, backing into spots at the grocery store where the lines were painted by a sadist. That's where the Lexus NX comes in, and it might be the most underrated small luxury SUV for older drivers on the entire market. A customer of mine, a widow in her late 70s, drove a full-size sedan for 30 years and was terrified of SUVs because she thought they'd feel like driving a bus. I put her in a 2019 NX 300 for an afternoon. She came back and said, "I can see everything, and I can park it with one hand." She bought it that weekend. 2.5 years later, her total repair spending is a set of wiper blades and one cabin filter. Here's the engineering story. The first generation NX, which ran from 2015 through 2021, is built on the same bulletproof Toyota platform family that underpins the RAV4. The NX 300h hybrid version is the single cheapest Lexus to maintain, according to RepairPal, at roughly $327 a year, because the hybrid system lets the gas engine rest, and the regenerative braking means brake pads last dramatically longer. The regular NX 200T and NX 300 Turbo 4-cylinder run a bit higher, around $690 a year, but even that comes with a low severity rating, meaning when something does need attention, it's rarely catastrophic. The probability of a severe repair sits around 6%. The NX is also just easy to live with. The seating position is upright and tall enough for painless entry, but not so high you need a running start. Outward visibility is excellent. The controls have real physical buttons and knobs instead of a maze of touchscreens, and the whole thing is short enough to park anywhere. Inspection checklist. First, on the first-generation cars, check for the fuel pump recall. Some NX models were part of a Toyota-wide fuel pump campaign, so verify it was completed. It's a free fix at the dealer. Second, if you're looking at the hybrid NX 300h, ask for the hybrid battery health report, though these Toyota Lexus hybrid systems routinely go 200,000 miles without drama. Third, inspect the dash under the center vent on higher mileage NX 200T models for any hairline cracking in hot climates, cosmetic but worth a negotiating $1 or $2. Used pricing is reasonable. Early 2015 to 2016, NX 200T models can be found in the high teens to low 20s, while a cleaner 2018 to 2019 NX 300 lands in the mid to high 20s. Who should buy it? City and suburban drivers who want luxury and reliability in a package they can actually park. Who should skip it? If you need serious cargo room or a third row, this is the wrong size. But as an easy, dependable, low-cost downsizer, the NX is hard to beat. Speaking of easy and dependable, the next one might be the single best-kept secret in the compact luxury class. Number 3, the Acura RDX. If I had to hand a reliability trophy to one compact luxury SUV, the Acura RDX would be holding it. RepairPal rates it 4.5 out of 5 and ranks it number 1 out of 11 vehicles in the entire luxury compact SUV segment. Number 1. And its average annual repair cost is just $497, compared to a segment an average of $859. That's almost half. Let me tell you about the retired school teacher who almost talked herself out of one. She had her heart set on a German SUV, the kind with the fancy interior and the reputation. She asked me to inspect the one she was about to buy, a 3-year-old model with a warranty about to expire. I checked what was coming due and told her plainly, within 2 years, you are looking at $3,000 to $4,000 in maintenance on this thing, and that is if nothing surprises you. She asked what I would buy with that money instead. I showed her a 2020 Acura RDX with 40,000 miles. She grumbled the whole way through the test drive. Then she felt the seats, heard how quiet it was, noticed the panoramic roof, and looked at me like I had tricked her. 18 months later, her repair total is 0. Here's why the RDX is so good. The third-generation model, from 2019 on, uses a 2-liter turbocharged VTEC 4-cylinder paired with a 10-speed automatic and Acura's excellent super-handling all-wheel drive. This is Honda engineering underneath the luxury, which means the mechanicals are proven and parts are cheap and everywhere. The severity of repairs is low, meaning major failures are uncommon. And here's a detail people miss. Acura gives you a longer factory warranty than Honda does, 6 years or 70,000 miles of powertrain coverage, so even a used one may still be protected. For seniors specifically, the RDX gets a lot right. Comfortable, supportive seats, a commanding but easy entry ride height, a big clear gauge display, and standard Acura Watch safety technology, including automatic emergency braking, lane keeping, and adaptive cruise control on most trims. Checklist time. First, the RDX uses a touchpad interface instead of a touchscreen, and some people love it while others hate it. Sit in one and use it for 10 minutes before you buy, because you can't change it later. Second, on 2019 and 2020 models, verify the fuel pump recall was completed. Same Honda-wide campaign, free fix. Third, listen to the audio system for any popping or crackling. A known minor glitch on some units, usually a software update or a cheap component. Who should buy it? Anyone who wants genuine luxury reliability without the luxury repair bills in a size that's easy to handle. Who should skip it? If you want a plush, floaty ride, the RDX is a little sporty and firm. And if you need 3 rows, keep watching, because that's exactly what number 2 delivers. Number 2, the Acura MDX. The MDX is the SUV I recommend to grandparents who want their grandkids to fit. 3 rows, V6 power, real space, and if you buy the right year, remarkably low running costs. But I'm going to be straight with you, because that's the whole point of this channel. The MDX rewards the buyer who knows which years to chase and which to avoid. And I'm about to save you a very expensive mistake. A gentleman came into my shop, retired, 5 grandchildren, and a wife who wanted everyone to fit for Sunday dinners and holiday drives. He'd found a great deal on an MDX and wanted me to check it before he signed. Problem was, it was one of the years I steer people away from. I told him to hold off, and 2 weeks later I found him a 2018 MDX with 55,000 miles instead. He's now well past 100,000 miles with nothing but routine service. Here's the honest engineering picture. The MDX's 3.5-liter V6 is a genuinely strong, durable engine, part of Honda's long-proven family. But 2 things to know. The 2010 to 2013 models had some oil consumption complaints, and the 2016 to 2020 models used a 9-speed automatic that generated more owner grumbling than Acura wanted. The sweet spots are the well-sorted later examples and the fully redesigned 2022 and up model, which switched to a smoother 10-speed. RepairPal still puts the MDX's average annual repair cost around $571, which for a 3-row luxury SUV is genuinely low. And Consumer Reports has given several MDX model years recommended status. For seniors, the appeal is obvious. A tall, easy step in height, wide doors, a huge second row, a third row for the grandkids, and a commanding view of the road. It drives smaller than it looks, which matters when you're parking. Checklist. First, and I cannot stress this enough, on any 2016 to 2020 model, take it on the highway and run it from 40 to 70 miles per hour a few times, feeling for any hesitation, hard shifts, or hunting between gears. If the 9-speed feels confused, Walk away or negotiate hard and budget for a transmission service. Second, on older models, check the oil level and look for any history of consumption. Third, test every seat fold and latch, because a well-used family MDX takes abuse in the third row that tells you how the whole car was treated. Who should buy it? Grandparents and anyone who needs 3 rows in a comfortable, dependable luxury package. Who should skip it? If it's just you and a spouse, this is more SUV than you need. And if you're not willing to be picky about model year, the wrong MDX can bite you. Buy the right one, though, and it's a fortress. Now, before I reveal number 1, if this kind of straight talk is helping you shop smarter, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I've got more videos coming on exactly which luxury vehicles are secretly cheap to own and which ones will drain your retirement. All right, number one, the Lexus RX 350. If a customer over 60 asks me for one SUV, one recommendation, no caveats, the answer is the Lexus RX 350. Every single time. This is the vehicle that proves luxury and low cost can live under the same hood. And once you understand the numbers, you'll never look at a German SUV the same way again. Let me give you the story that says it all. A woman in her late 60s, recently retired, came in convinced she had to choose between a car she loved and a car she could afford. She'd been quoted terrifying maintenance estimates on the European SUVs she'd been eyeing. I asked if she had driven an RX. She hadn't. I walked her out to the lot and put her in a 2018 RX 350. The seats swallowed her up. The doors opened wide. The step-in was perfect for her knees, and it was so quiet she thought the engine had stalled. She bought it. Here's the part that matters. She's now 3 years and 40,000 miles in, and her entire repair spending is oil changes and one set of brake pads. Now let me hit you with the numbers, because they were almost unfair. RepairPal rates the RX 350's average annual repair cost at $550 versus $807 for the luxury midsize SUV class. There are car magazines running the math and pointing out the RX 350 is actually cheaper to maintain than a Honda Accord. A luxury SUV, cheaper to keep than a midsize economy sedan. Over 10 years, CarEdge estimates the RX 350 will run about $7,840 in total maintenance and repairs, which beats the luxury SUV average by more than $6,500. And the probability of a major repair over the first 10 years is around 20% better than similar vehicles. Lexus, as a brand, sits at or near the top of nearly every dependability study out there. Here's the engineering reason it's so bulletproof. The RX 350 runs a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 from Toyota's legendary 2GR engine family, the same basic engine philosophy that powers the Toyota Highlander and Camry. No turbo to fail. A timing chain, not a belt, so no expensive interval replacement. A traditional, proven automatic transmission instead of some experimental gamble. This is an engine mechanics have watched cross 250,000 and 300,000 miles on original internals. It just runs. For seniors, the RX is close to perfect. The seating height is ideal, tall enough for easy entry without needing to climb. The ride is genuinely plush and quiet. The seats are supportive on long drives, outward visibility is excellent, and the safety suite includes automatic braking, blind spot monitoring (SHIO), and adaptive cruise. The controls are clear and readable. Everything about it is designed to reduce stress. Final inspection checklist. First, on the older 2010 to 2015 models, check for oil leaks around the VVTi oil line and the AC amplifier, the two most commonly reported RX issues, both very fixable, but factor them into your offer. Second, on 2016 and newer models, test the infotainment thoroughly, since a few units developed screen quirks, and make sure every function responds. Third, and this is my pro tip for the whole list, find one owned by an older couple who garaged it and serviced it on time. A gently driven RX with 45,000 miles is basically a brand new car for a used car price. Who should buy it? Honestly, almost any senior who wants comfort, reliability, safety, and the lowest possible cost of ownership in a genuine luxury package. Who should skip it? If you need 3 rows, look at the longer RXL or step up to a different model. And if you want sharp, sporty handling, the RX prioritizes comfort over corners, which for most of us is exactly the point. So there's your countdown. The Buick Envision, the quiet comfort king that costs less to run than an economy car. The Lexus NX, the easy parking downsizer with Toyota bones. The Acura RDX, the reliability champion of its entire class. The Acura MDX, the 3-row fortress for grandkids as long as you buy the right year. And the Lexus RX 350, the SUV that shattered the myth that luxury has to cost a fortune to own. Every one of these gives you easy knees, easy eyes, and an easy wallet, which is exactly what you want. In the years when driving should be the simplest part of your day. If this helped, hit that like button and subscribe, because I've got a video coming on the luxury SUVs that look like bargains but secretly cost a fortune to keep running. You'll want to see that list before you shop. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it'll take care of you. I'll see you in the next one.